Let me ask you something. How many times has overthinking stopped you from taking action? How many times have you been so caught up in doubt, fear, and what ifs that you ended up doing nothing? You had a goal, a vision, a dream, but instead of moving, you sat there thinking, analyzing every possible outcome, worrying about every little detail. And while you were stuck in your head, time kept moving, life kept going, opportunities passed you by. Sound familiar? Because that's what overthinking does. It freezes you, it traps you in a loop of doubt and hesitation. It tricks you into believing that if you just think long enough, you'll find the perfect answer, the perfect moment, the perfect plan. But the truth is, overthinking never leads to action. It only leads to regret. But today that ends. Today you take back control. Because overthinking is not some curse you're stuck with. It's a habit. And like any habit, it can be broken. You just need the right tools. So listen up, because I'm about to give you 5 powerful strategies to stop overthinking, silence negative thoughts, and finally start moving forward. By the time we're done, you won't just understand why overthinking happens, you'll know exactly how to break free from it for good. Listen up. Overthinking is a trap, a mental prison, a loop that plays over and over in your head, keeping you stuck while life moves forward. You sit there analyzing, questioning, doubting. You replay conversations, second-guess decisions, and imagine every worst-case scenario. And while you're doing all that, life keeps going. Time doesn't stop. Opportunities don't wait. The only thing standing still is you. That's the thing about overthinking. It tricks you. It makes you believe that if you just think hard enough, you'll find the perfect answer, the safest path, the guarantee that everything will work out. But that's a lie, because no matter how much you analyze, no matter how many angles you look at it from, there will always be uncertainty. There will always be a chance that things won't go the way you expect. And guess what? That's life. That's reality. But here's the real problem. Overthinking doesn't solve anything. It doesn't move you forward. It doesn't change the outcome. All it does is drain your energy, steal your time, and fill your head with doubt. The more you think, the more you worry, the more you analyze, the more you hesitate, and before you know it, days, weeks, even years pass by, and you're still stuck in the same place, wondering what could have been. You gotta break the cycle. Stop living in your head and start living in the moment. Stop waiting for the perfect answer and start making decisions. Stop fearing mistakes and start learning from them. Because action, not overthinking, is what creates change. Now, here's the truth. Your mind is powerful. It can be your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. It can push you forward or hold you back. And right now, if you're stuck in overthinking, your mind is running the show. It's controlling you instead of you controlling it. So it's time to take back control. Stop feeding the doubts. Stop entertaining the fears. When your mind starts spiraling, cut it off. Shift your focus. Move your body. Do something, anything that pulls you out of that loop. Because every second spent overthinking is a second stolen from your future. And let me tell you, your future deserves better. You deserve better. You weren't put on this earth to sit on the sidelines, stuck in your head watching life pass you by. You were made to move, to act, to become something greater. So right now, make the decision. Decide to break free. Decide to take charge. Overthinking has ruled your mind long enough. It's time to flip the script. Let it go. Trust yourself. Take action. And watch how your life changes. Your mind is a machine, a powerful one. And like any machine, it runs on what you feed it. If you feed it negativity, self-doubt, and fear, it'll produce stress, hesitation, and failure. But if you feed it confidence, belief, and gratitude, it'll create success, growth, and unstoppable energy. Right now, most people let their minds run on autopilot. They let negative thoughts take over without even realizing it. They wake up and immediately start doubting themselves. I'm not good enough. What if I fail? I'll never make it. And they repeat this every single day until it becomes who they are. But here's the thing. Those thoughts, they're not facts, they're just patterns. And patterns can be broken. If you want to stop overthinking, if you want to take control of your mind, you have to rewire it. You have to flip the script. That means catching those negative thoughts the second they show up and replacing them with something stronger. You can't just say, I hope I stop thinking like this. Hope doesn't change anything. Action does. You have to force your brain to think differently. Start questioning your own doubts. Every time your mind says, I can't do this, ask yourself, says who? Every time it whispers, what if I fail? Hit back with, what if I succeed? When you start challenging those thoughts, they start losing their power. They stop controlling you. You start controlling them. But here's the key. You have to be consistent. You can't do this once and expect everything to change. Just like you can't hit the gym one time and expect to be in shape. It takes effort. Every day, the more you repeat a thought, the stronger it gets. The more you focus on something, the more real it becomes. So if you keep feeding yourself doubt, you'll stay stuck. But if you start feeding yourself power, confidence, and belief, that's exactly what your life will become. And don't just think it, speak it. Your words have power. When you wake up in the morning, speak strength into yourself. Stop saying, I'm not sure. Stop saying, I don't know if I can. Stop giving power to weakness. Speak like a winner. Think like a winner. Act like a winner. And soon enough, you become one. This is how you break free. This is how you stop overthinking. You take control of the story you tell yourself. Because at the end of the day, the thoughts you repeat are the ones that shape your life. Choose them wisely. Let's get one thing straight. Overthinking is the enemy of action. You're stuck in your head because you're waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect guarantee that nothing will go wrong. But let me tell you something, that moment doesn't exist. The more you think, the more you hesitate. The more you hesitate, the more fear creeps in. And the more fear creeps in, the less you do. That's how people waste years of their lives, not because they don't have potential, not because they're not smart or capable, but because they sit around thinking instead of moving. You ever notice how your mind stops overanalyzing the second you get busy? When you're in the middle of a workout, when you're locked into your work, when you're doing something that demands your attention, those racing thoughts fade. Why? Because action kills overthinking. The second you start moving, your brain switches from what if mode to let's go mode. And that's the key. You got to break the cycle with movement. When you catch yourself spiraling, do something immediately. Make a decision. Take a small step. Stop waiting to feel ready because you'll never feel ready. Read that again. You will never feel ready. Confidence doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing. A lot of people think they need motivation first, but they've got it backwards. Action comes first, motivation comes second. The moment you take even the smallest step, momentum kicks in. And when momentum kicks in, doubt loses its grip. But if you just sit there waiting for clarity, waiting for the fear to disappear, waiting for some magical sign, you'll be waiting forever. You either control your thoughts or your thoughts control you. And when you let overthinking win, all you're really doing is delaying the life you were meant to live. So here's what you do. Next time you feel stuck in your head, Don't analyze. Move. Take one small action. Make one decision. The second you start, the overthinking stops. And if you keep that up, if you train yourself to act instead of hesitate, your mind will start working for you instead of against you. This is how you take back control. This is how you break free. Stop overthinking. Start doing. Your mind is like a house, and every day you're either filling it with strength, confidence, and power, or letting in negativity, fear, and doubt. Most people don't even realize it, but the reason they struggle with overthinking isn't just because of their own thoughts. It's because of what they allow into their space. You can't expect to have a strong, focused mind if you're constantly surrounded by negativity. You can't listen to people who doubt you, scroll through toxic news all day, drown yourself in useless distractions, and then wonder why you feel stuck. Your environment shapes your mindset. And if you're not careful, the wrong influences will feed your overthinking until it completely takes over. Think about it. If you hang around people who complain all the time, guess what? You start complaining. If you're always around people who are scared to take risks, you start doubting yourself. If you constantly consume content that fills your mind with fear, failure, and self-doubt, you'll start believing that's your reality. It's not magic, it's mindset. So if you want to stop overthinking, you need to protect your space like your life depends on it. That means cutting out the negativity. That means stepping away from toxic conversations. That means being ruthless about what you allow into your mind. If something isn't helping you grow, it's holding you back. And if it's holding you back, it's got to go. But don't just remove the bad, fill your space with the good. Surround yourself with people who think bigger, people who take action, people who push forward even when it's tough. Read books, listen to voices, follow content that lifts you up instead of dragging you down. The more you fill your mind with strength, the less space there is for doubt. This isn't just motivation, it's a strategy. Overthinking is fueled by the energy around you. Change the energy and you change your thoughts. Change your thoughts and you change your actions. Change your actions and you change everything. So guard your space. Protect your mind. Because in the end, the things you allow in will determine the life you create. Too many people are stuck in overthinking because they expect instant results. They want success now, confidence now, clarity now. And when they don't see progress right away, they start doubting themselves, they start questioning everything. They tell themselves, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe this isn't for me. But that's not the truth. The truth is, everything great takes time. Growth takes time. Don't you see? Success takes time. And if you don't trust the process, you'll quit before you even give yourself a chance to win. Here's what you need to understand. Progress is happening even when you can't see it. Just because things aren't moving as fast as you want doesn't mean they're not moving. Every small action you take, every decision you make, every single day that you push forward, it's all adding up. But most people never see the results because they give up too soon. They think one bad day, one mistake, or one failure means they're not meant for this. That's a lie. The bad day is just a bad day. It doesn't define your future. A mistake is just a lesson. That's where people doesn't mean you're failing. They let temporary struggles convince them to permanently quit. They overthink their every move instead of trusting that as long as they keep going, they will get there. Imagine if you stopped focusing on how long it's taking and started focusing on just getting better every single day. Imagine if instead of overanalyzing, you simply took the next step, no matter how small. That's how success is built. Not overnight, not in some perfect straight line of journey, but step by step, moment by moment, day by day. The ones who win in life aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to stop. They trust the process. They know that as long as they keep pushing forward, their time will come. So stop overthinking. Stop waiting for perfection. Stop expecting instant results. Just keep moving, keep learning, keep growing, because no matter how slow it feels, progress is progress. And if you stay in the game long enough, you'll realize that every step, every lesson, every challenge was shaping you for something bigger. Stay in it, trust it, and never stop. Listen, everything you want in life is on the other side of action. Not overthinking, not waiting, action. You spend enough time trapped in your own mind, second guessing yourself, talking yourself out of opportunities. That ends today. From this moment on, you take control, you break the cycle. You stop feeding the doubts and start feeding your future. So here's what I want you to do. Stop thinking and start moving. Pick one thing. Just one. Something you've been putting off, something you've been overanalyzing, and take action right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Because the second you start, overthinking loses its power. And if this message hit home for you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, drop a comment, let me know what action you're taking today, because this isn't just about motivation, it's about movement, and it starts with you. Let's go.